Hey guys, it's Sam. So I was filming a tutorial using my Beauty Blender and my Holy Grail foundation, which is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus, and I realized, like, towards the end of it that my camera had stopped filming. So I'm going to kind of catch you guys up because that was a really long video. So I found my Holy Grail foundation. You guys know I was on a quest for it. And I have two colors. I have 20 and 30, and it's the last two digits of like the number on the bottom. So if you ever buy this and you can't tell what shade you got, it's the last two digits. So I've been using this for about 3 weeks now. I had a sample and then I went ahead and bought two of the full-size bottles. And because I'm in between, here's somewhere you can see, like, I have a really light chest and my face is naturally darker, so I have to lighten up my face a little bit to match the rest of me. So I apply this with the Beauty Blender because I don't need as much coverage as that foundation offers. And you can buy this at Sephora, again, for I think it's $36 for a bottle, and it's 1 ounce. And, oh, I was going to read the bottle to you. It says, oil-free, water resistance. This is the only foundation that hasn't broken me out, so that's like my reasoning behind loving it. And I use the Beauty Blender, like I said, because it is a medium to full coverage. And on the majority of my face, I don't need it. So I just squirt probably like half of a dime size amount of each color. Mix it together so I have a dime size. And then I do 2 of those because I have a big face. Like, I'm 6'1". No, you can't really tell that from the video, but I'm 6'1". So I have a big face to match my big body, thankfully, because I wouldn't really want a small head and a big body. So I have to use a little bit more foundation than probably most people do, but I've gotten used to it. So it doesn't really bother me. And this is like my Holy Grail foundation routine. So I wet my Beauty Blender so it's nice and puffy, and then I kind of blot it on a towel so I get almost the water out. I use the flat end, and I've already applied foundation, but I'm just going to use a tiny bit more. I stipple it onto my hand, and then I stipple it to whatever area I want a little coverage, and I just kind of dab it. Like, that's it. It's really, really easy. So you just kind of dot it around your face, stipple it all over. You can see I'm not pushing hard. You can push a little bit harder. These sponges are very, very soft. This is my favorite way to apply any foundation ever. It's just like makes the best coverage for me because I don't want full coverage all over my face. This gives me probably light to medium coverage over the majority of my face, and then areas I want a little more coverage, I take the pointy end, like I am now, and kind of just dot it on the areas where I need a little bit more coverage. See, something like that. And then if you have any spots you need to conceal, I have one right now. So I'm going to use my Makeup Forever Full Coverage Concealer. Actually, pretty much all of my Holy Grail face products are Makeup Forever. So this, I believe, is $40, and you need like the tiniest amount. Like, you see how much I have on my fingers right now. So barely any. And I just kind of dot it on the spot that I need to cover, and then dot around it. And it says to apply this before makeup. I personally choose not to. I like how it looks if you apply it after. And it does, like, it sets and it dries really quickly to your skin. So I just use a tiny little dot, and if I have any other spots, like, literally that's all I'm putting on my finger. Like you can see, it's really, really highly pigmented, so you don't want to use a lot. Otherwise, you're going to look like you have a mask on. Because you just barely need any. And then, once I've done that, I kind of blend over it with my Beauty Blender just to kind of soften the edges so it looks all nice and blended. And then I'm going to use my next step, which is to take my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circle. So that's my Holy Grail concealer, is the Makeup Forever Full Cover. I'm in the shade number 6. And this says Waterproof Extreme Camouflage Cream. So I love that. And then I'm going to take my Maybelline Instant Age Rewinder and Neutralizer, and I just kind of sweep this under my eyes. I don't twist out a lot, because I just use my finger to kind of rub it in. I don't have really bad dark circles. Most of the time I get enough sleep. I'm a big proponent of sleeping a lot. Not too much, but getting enough sleep where your skin has time to rejuvenate That's been really good for helping with my acne, is getting enough sleep. And then I use the other one in Brightener. Now, the difference is Neutralizer has a yellow tone, which my skin naturally is kind of like a yellowy peachy tone. So this helps kind of blend in with my skin tone. And then I use this one that's a little pinkish. And I concentrate this mainly in the inner corner for brightening. And then I use my finger to blend it out. So you can see it just makes my eyes look a lot more awake. And I'm getting a shadow from this window here, but hopefully that looks okay. And then I'm going to fill in my brows, so I take my little angled, I forgot my brow powder. So then I fill in my brows, so I take my little angled E65 brush, and this is my Anastasia Brow Powder Duo. And I use the brunette one, which is this one right here. It's kind of like a warm brown. And I just fill my brows. I have, like, on the whole, pretty nice brows. Like, I like my brows, but I have a couple bald spots. I don't know why. Just kind of in the inner corner. And I don't have my brows shaped or anything. They're kind of just naturally. They naturally look like this, so I don't need a lot. Like, I just barely put any. And then that's it. So that's my holy grail face routine. So basically, this is my foundation. My Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus. And I haven't really used, like, hardly any of this. I've used probably more than 30. Yeah, than the 20. And my Makeup Forever Full Cover, which I've had for 4 months. And literally, like, I still have that much. Like, that's what I'm barely squeezing it, and that's coming out the top. So yeah, that stuff is so highly pigmented you barely need any. That's probably going to last me a year. And then my Instant Age Rewind concealers, which I've had for 2 months now, 3 months almost, and I use these every day, and I haven't used them all up yet. So Beauty Butter Sponge, because I didn't mention this, you can buy at Sephora, but it's only online. I wish it was in stores. And I bought the 2 set of them, like, because you're supposed to change these every 3 months. So I bought the set of them, and it was $29.99, I want to say, for 2 sponges. So I wash mine after every use, and they're pretty expensive, but I mean, just how it applies my makeup, it makes it look like it's second skin. Like, I never get cakey anymore, ever, which is to me a miracle, because I'm so used to having cakey skin. And this concealer, though, I have to say, you have to be really careful. Like, use it only on the exact spots. Don't use it to cover, like, any areas of redness, because it will get cakey really fast and very drying. So actually, if I have, like, kind of just a slightly discolored spot, I'll take a little bit of the foundation on my hand and just use my finger and dot it on if it's just slightly discolored, instead of using the concealer, because the concealer can get cakey really fast. But I love how well it covers everything. So yeah, that's my holy grail foundation routine. Most of it is Makeup Forever, but to me, even though it's expensive, it is worth it. So if you guys have the chance, go in and get samples. I had a sample of this, like, they gave me like probably that much of it in like one of the little sample tubs, and it lasted me 4.5 months. The samples of this, like, not even the tube. So go get a sample of this if you're interested in trying it, and get samples of the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus. The only thing I have to say about this is it sets darker. So when you apply it first, or when you see it in the bottle, like, you pour it on your hand, you'll be like, oh, okay, that looks like my color. When they first color matched me, they matched me to 35, which is medium skin with yellow and beige undertones. And I'm more of a beige probably than a yellow, because it's really yellow in Makeup Forever colors. So they matched me to that, but then when it sets, it darkens significantly. So after about 5 minutes, it's going to darken a shade or two. So I suggest almost going lighter, like 1 shade lighter than what you color match. I'm done talking now. I love it. Go try it. And yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys like this very long rambling video. And yeah, I will see you guys soon.